Hello there, I'm Lucas, the doofus that runs this art channel, and I thought it'd be pretty fun to do a sketchbook tour, cause I did kind of go through a pretty intense art block in the sketchbook, as well as a weird style exploration thing. It took me a little bit to get to the art style that I have now. But I did finish the sketchbook like 6 months ago, and my new sketchbook I've been working on, I can do a little bit of a flip through after. Anyways, so before we open the book, on the cover, it's obviously Canson Mixed Media, you know, the basic one that everybody uses. I made this sticker of Xiao and Ganyu from Genshin Impact, and this one, I don't remember the artist, but I will put their name up on the somewhere. And these from, you know, wherever, I don't remember. I didn't get these, they were given to me. And I don't know, was given to me by my cousin. Okay. Sketchbooks start July 9th, 2022. The end was March 16th, 2023. This first page is one of my Genshin Impact OCs. His name is Elfie. He's from Fontaine, and I did redesign him after the sketchbook. So this is a little outdated design. His hair is like, the curls are higher, you know. I don't know. He's a little emo, I guess. Star vs. the Forces of Evil, which is one of my most favorite cartoons in the world. I don't know. I don't have to explain it. Right here, I was figuring out my signature. It might be a little hard to see because, you know, I did use markers on the first page. And this is just highlighter, so it doesn't bleed through. And then I really like this doodle. I've noticed that when I use, this is another one of my Genshin Impact OCs. His name is Volfir, and he's like my main one. And this is his little pet. Her name is Minimora. She's a what are they called? Thief weasel? Weasel thieves. And he's a treasure hoarder, and he's my baby. So this is a little doodle I did of him with a marker, like this Tombow brush pen. I used this tip for the sketch, and then the line art obviously is a line art pen. I use Micron. That's my brand. Yeah. So this is watercolor. I wanted to see how well it did on this Canson Mixed Media, because on the front it tells you what does well. But I wanted to see if I could make it work, because watercolor got a low rating. And I'd say it works pretty well. It's just not as vibrant, I guess. I don't know. I still really like it though. And then all of my Genshin OCs in a like relationship chart. So Volfir, Enoch, Elfie, Peter, and Dimitri. That's the order I made them. I have one more, and they're later on in the sketchbook when I design them and stuff. So their relationships have changed quite a bit. Like at this point, Volfir and Dimitri were only just best friends, and now they're like they're my favorite little OC couple. I love them. I love them. This is Volfir. This one was done just with a icon and I guess one of those color erase pencils. But yeah, I still really like this one. It looks a little Kingdom Hearts-esque. Yeah, it's the hoodie. This is Dimitri, Volfir Doodles, face, you know, the usual. I don't like how this looks, I'm gonna cover it. So Volfir and Dimitri, girl boss queen, this thingy. And then all of these doodles that I do, with what's it called? With my Tombow marker thing as the thing to sketch with rather than a pencil, they always come out so like fluid and nice, I guess. Like, I don't know, I really like this one too. Backside of the page, I did nothing, and I'm so mad that I left it blank. I don't like leaving my pages blank anymore, like having so much blank space. This is Volfir, fawning over whoever. This is Xiangling and Guoba, and then empty space. You can interpret this as him fawning over you. Aww. Whatever. Back page. We're not gonna talk about this. There's nothing back here. So this was when Tainari came out. He was released. So I was like, he's a fox. So is Sucrose and Yaimiko. What if I drew them with their ears up, just like him? And I think Sucrose looks really cute, and Yai looks more threatening than she usually does. That's a gumball design. I'm not sold on the way that I draw him, if I'm gonna be real. He looks a little like Naruto, maybe. Pen doodles, nothing too serious or good here. This was when Sino's design got released, and I was like, oh my gosh, I should do a watercolor piece for him, because I love Sino, and I've loved him since the webcomic. So this was me trying to figure out how to do his helmet and thumbnailing for the pose. And then I just decided to do his burst form, because then it's just the jackal head and I don't have to figure out the, what's it called? The helmet. So this is the thumbnail that I ended up going with, and the completed is right here. I don't really have much to say. Just stick that back where it was. And these are the symbols that are on his bandages. And then I got into Omori. Yeah, I don't know. I really like Omori. It's very fun. So I drew Sunny and Aubrey, and of course the Kingdom Hearts Palpu trio, but from the first game. They're my little babies. Rosalina, Peach and Daisy sketches. This one is Dimitri, girl boss. Oh my gosh, she means so much to me, and I love the way I drew her hair. So serious. She's very unserious. I love her. Enoch, Volfir if he was a clown. And then I tried to redesign Peter, you know, another one of my Genshin OCs, and I don't know. I don't like it. He looks too much like a hunter. Like okay, well, he is a retired adventurer, so he looks a little too like, I don't want to talk about it. This is Willow and Hunter from the Owl House, and this is a tattoo design of the vampire moth. Yeah, I don't know if I will get this tattoo, but I do think it looks really nice. Alva from Identity 5 or IDV. He's very pretty and I adore him. I don't think I ever posted this on my Instagram, but I drew Sunny and Mari in the bathroom. Pretty cool, I think. Nothing on the back, obviously. So I drew Volfir with a bunch of characters from Liyue because, well, he's from Liyue, so this is Hu Tao, Xiao, and Ganyu. That's him. You know, I don't know why I always drew him winking or facing this way when he's blind in this eye. And that's why I draw his, like, iris is weird. This is when Layla got released, or rather leaked, I think. No, her splash art was released. Sino, Layla. And then I was experimenting on this page with Dimitri and Peter. You know, this whole... I don't know, I was just experimenting with line art. And this is sort of like pretty close to how I do my line art now. Pen sketches, none of them good. Sino, Tainari. I don't know how to draw Sonic. Yeah, I don't know, not much to say. I really don't know how to draw Sonic. We're not gonna look at that. I started Jujutsu Kaisen and I realized that Itadori is voiced by the same person who voiced Marco Diaz in Star Versus, and it was a bit of a harrowing experience, I'd say. And then this was me designing my new Genshinosi. Their name is Klaus. Yeah. Klaus Van Cleve. And she says, "Of course I wear lip gloss. I'm hot." And that's just kind of her personality. I don't have much for her story yet. Gumball and Darwin. Again, not sold on how I draw them. You know, you gotta come up with a character design for animals. Not good. This is a Volfir doodle sketch thing that I did the sketch / part of the liner, I think, at my boyfriend's house, and then I brought it home. Like, this was from his sketchbook. I brought it home and did the rest of the liner and colored it in, and I just stuck it in here, and it's covering the Among Us eyes crying thing. I don't really like this, but yeah, this is another one of those marker and line art thingies. This is Elfie eating a cherry very strangely, and I mixed two different line art, like colored line art pens, and I think it gave it a really interesting look. I think more people should do that. This is Enoch with his feathers. Hatsune Miku. That's kind of all I have to say. I got the, oh, by the way, all of the marker stuff that I'm doing is Ohuhu markers. This is when I got the pastel Ohuhu markers. And, you know, who do you draw when you get new markers? New pastel markers. Hatsune Miku, duh. I did a gender bend design for Volfir because I thought it'd be fun. I was trying to figure out how much of him would change, and not much. So he's still the same height, which is 5'4". He's a very short guy. Just his braid went from being like a small side thing to being just the entire back of his hair. And I don't know, I guess his cape would be like a little more turned to the back and stuff. And that's really all that changed, other than his pants becoming like capri shorts. Then I tried to do the same with Dimitri, and I don't know, boy Dimitri just doesn't look right. I think it's because I tried to draw him as a twink, but it didn't come out right. So I think boy Dimitri needs a beard. Yeah. More Klaus Van Cleave, trying to figure out her personality. I think she is the type to go live, laugh, love. Angrily. Aaron and Lady Dimitrescu. Because of that one meme, that one Tumblr meme, where they're on the phone with each other. It's very cute. I just drew them. The Dragon Prince, Callum Season 4, and Scaramouche losing his gnosis. Yeah. Rise of the TMNT, Leo, except I gave him eyebrows because I'm dumb. Elfie, he means so much to me. He means so much to me. More Elfie stuff. I really like this face. I hope you could see clearly like the doodles that I do on the back of these marker stuff. I took drawing suggestions on my Instagram. This is Wolfier with doing that face. You know the one. And then my friend's character, Perseus. This character belongs to Nerdy Butterfingers on Instagram and Twitter. I suggest you follow them. They're very cool. I got suggestions to draw the fish guy from Fortnite, SpongeBob, and I do Spendo. I miss him. And then Girlfriend Luigi, I love him, and Hilly Churro Cake. And then, is his name Roach from Final Fantasy VII Remake? Gosh, oh my gosh, he's so, I don't know. I love a man, what can I say? Nothing much here. Sheep Cloud. Esteban! It's just Wolfier holding a Esteban, the sticker. Anyways, the gang's all here. Which is just drawing the Omori kids from memory. The gang's all here. Wednesday. Not gonna show you that one. Not lifting. I don't know how to draw Jenna Ortega. I was bored. I wasn't gonna do actual fan art. I'm a lot of things, but a Wednesday fan is not one of them. Shout out to the real Addams family. Anyways, I was just experimenting mostly on this page. This is Kel and Omori. Yeah. Then Hero. Ooh, none of it's good. But yeah, again, style experimenting. I redrew the Faraway Town, Hero Tactical, Aubrey and Sunny, Muo, and then this was around Christmas time, in December. Enoch, Elfie, and Wolfier. I always forget his name when it comes to it. He's like my my main character. But no, yeah, I was giving them Christmas designs because I was gonna do them, do like a Christmas portrait. I never really did give them full Christmas designs. I just drew them all together at a house party. Peter, Ida the Owl Lady, Luz Nocella, and then a bunch of sketches. That's Peter. This is where the art block began. This Meg Griffin this Meg Griffin drawing is the reason why I went through art block in this stupid sketchbook. I'm sure of it, because I drew Zacharias just fine. Then I drew Meg. This was all for one stupid joke. And then I couldn't draw again. I couldn't draw again. I tried to figure out how Zacharias looked. I tried to draw things in my comfort zone, like Wolfir and Dimitri. I drew this thing. I don't even know who that is. And then I tried to figure out Zacharias' side profile, and then him facing forward. And then Basil. And then this was supposed to be Hero. This was supposed to be Hero. It turned into Hajime from Ghost Stories. It's just not good. None of it is good. And I don't know what I did. This is a really good side profile though. But none of it is good. I tried everything. Cusco, warming up my hand. This squiggly, it's pretty good too. And this D-Luke is also pretty good. And this face is pretty good. I don't know who that's supposed to belong to. And then Wolfir, but like not Wolfir, but Wolfir. It's pretty good, actually. And then I tried to draw Enoch and Dimitri as kids because that's when they met. And I was like trying to figure out like all that stuff. And then Elfie, but it doesn't look like him. And I don't know why. Anyways, so then I made a TikTok about going through art block, and one of my friends was like, why don't you just draw in chibi? And I was like, that's stupid. But I did it anyways. So I drew Power, Denji, Aki, and then Makima from Chainsaw Man. And it worked. It worked. They are so right. It worked. So then I started drawing Elfie again, trying to figure out why he'd never quite looked right. And as I go through it, it's because I was making his eyes like too big. Astro Boy, and then we were so fucking back. We were so fucking back. I drew this after my art block. That was like the most intense art block. It lasted for a month and a half, I'm pretty sure. But then I drew Wolfir, like, it looks like he's like scratching a record. Like that's, I don't know, he has DJ vibes in my eyes. I don't know this character. I don't know him. But like the window shade glasses and the Levi headphones, like, oh my god, this was so good. This is still really good, actually. The perspective's a little strange, but no, yeah, this is, wow. I need to, okay, I'm gonna stop it. God, that was so good. You know, after looking through all of your old art block stuff, like, finally seeing something good, it just makes you feel good and you don't want to look away. So, more Elfie stuff, but I was still getting him wrong. I don't know what was up. I did this Power doodle with gel pens for TikTok, but it got like no views, which isn't too, it's not too common for me to get no views. I get like at least 300 per TikTok. Not to brag, I'm kind of a micro celebrity. JK, whatever. Hypnos, Zagreus, that's Dipper, and that's supposed to be Thanatos, but we're not gonna talk about that. Makima, I like drawing her like this. I think this is good. However, seeing her face, nah. And then Elfie and Enoch kiss. This started a new, like, OC relationship because of the Christmas portrait where Elfie is getting knocked over by Enoch coming in the house. I was like, wow, they should kiss. And then they did. And then they did. Wow. Brett Hand. I never really figured out how to draw him, but I did anyways. The ADHD versus autism goes so hard. And then I drew Brett and Reagan, but I didn't like how their faces came out, so I just covered them up with stickers. And then I drew them in Bluey. That's Kel. Oh my god, and then Brett and Reagan, I think they look really good like this. Also, Brett is a Lego man. Gosh, they look really good here, actually. Dimitri as a kid, she doesn't look like this. I came up with a solid design for her. And it's not that. And then I drew Sunny, and then this side profile of a boy. And then this was supposed to be Elfie, but I covered him up. And then Elfie, I was having such a hard time drawing him. This is Peter. I always draw him making the same face. And then this Brett. I think he looks a little too much like a twink, but it's okay. He's playing with a giant Lego man. And then I figured out how to draw Elfie. Yes! So, you know, I drew him stuffing his face with cake, like, you know how they do in anime. I did this as a, like, TikTok, like, mini-series, how I color things. Yeah, and he's wearing one of those wolf shirts. Those are really cool wolf shirts. I want one of them so bad. This is really good. A lot of these things I just don't post on my Instagram, which is weird because I really like this one as well as the Omori one. And on the back I drew Elfie again, but like colored over, give him cat ears. Brett and Basil. Don't like this Basil too much. This was printer paper. This was at my boyfriend's house and I just stuffed him in my sketchbook. Valentine's Day. I didn't draw anything too good. So I drew Volfir doing a deep bow and giving Dimitri flowers he ripped up from the ground 3 seconds before bowing. And then Mob Psycho, Shigeo. I was just trying to figure out what he'd look like in my style, and I don't like it too much. TBH. Purple doodles of Omori kids. Aubrey, Hero, Kel, Pony Head. Yeah. There's just purple sketches, nothing much to say. And then I got into Trigun. And that's another Volfir doodle. Not too good, but Volfir nonetheless. And I was trying to figure out like what I should do for a Trigun piece because I felt a new hyperfixation coming on. And I was right. Oh, I was so right. So I was just trying to figure out how to draw Vash 98 my style. I don't know if that is good. I go through it in my new sketchbook. Sunny, Aubrey, and then that guy that's voiced by Griffin Burns from Agretzko. More Vash stuff. This was stuff I wrote for work. And then thumbnailing for a piece that I never did. I was trying to figure out how to fit his name in a square. Live Vash reaction. More Vash doodles. Humanoid Typhoon. Oh yes. More Vash stuff. This is just a note about how I have a sticker problem. This was from the beginning of Trigun Stampede. He means so much to me. And then I drew Draculaura from the hit series Monster High. This is her I have this one. What's it called? The creep over line. Yeah, I just lame. I'm playing with dolls as a 19-year-old boy. No. Whatever. Oh, and then I did a moral alignment chart for my Genshin OCs, right? This is covering up some doodle that I did that I didn't like. So, lawful good, we have Peter, who can only speak in rhyme. He's a retired adventurer. No one in neutral good. Chaotic good is Dimitri, who's a bounty hunter, and she works at her father's fishing company in Snezhnaya, for her free time. This is lawful neutral Elfie. Wow, that was a really bad slip-up. Who is the heir of a tea company in Fontaine, and his whole thing is about love and loving people, and he's breeding a new species of rose. It's gonna be like a magical blue rose that only blooms at night on a full moon, and that creates scarcity and stuff because he's a capitalist. I should have put him in evil. Anyways, true neutral, Klaus. Nothing too good about her, nothing too bad about her. She's just doing her own thing. Chaotic neutral, Fulfir, who is a treasure hoarder. And you could say treasure hoarders are bad because they're the enemies in Genshin Impact. But listen, he's keeping to himself, robbing people, and doing things only for him. That's what makes him neutral, not evil. Enoch, lawful evil. He's associated with the Fatui, and his ultimate goal is to become a harbinger. I had to cut off the tips of Elfie's curls, so I put them in neutral evil. His hair is evil. And then this is when I just started wanting to finish up my sketchbook, so I just went bananas. I drew Klee and more Klee, and Wolfir crying with misery. The United States of America. Oh no! Abby eating the watermelon slice, and then that guy from IDV, the one that shares a name with me, Luca Balsa. Oh no! And then I needed to finish this sketchbook so bad, so I took more suggestions on my Instagram. Elfie at the Met Gala, and then him falling at the Met Gala, and then all my character as Among Us, crewmates, Volfir, Smart Fella, Dimitri, Fart Smella, Bedwetter, Enoch, PP, Peter, Bad Boy, Elfie, Winner, Klaus. Enoch doesn't wet the bed, but he's called this because Peter set up the Among Us on his phone. That's how that works. Just wanted to preface that. Volfir, watching a shrimp fry rice, sorry. Norton and Emma from IDV. Again, my friend's character, Perseus, I forgot. It was their birthday in March, so I drew him. This is my other friend's character, Lucille. And then, like, Sigma Bugs Bunny for some reason. And then Peter and my friend's character, Hannah. Or Hannah, my bad. Jeff the Killer. I drew my friend and me. And then a lizard and a T-Rex and their girlfriends. And then I did a doodle of myself going sketchbook over. And that was the end of it. Well, I don't even know what to say. I guess if you stuck around this long, thank you so much for watching me talk about my art block and all my drawings. Yeah. I guess I'll go back to this really good one to end it out on. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to stretch, and goodbye.